Hey everyone, it's Julie. Today we'll be making beignets. Now you can head on over to Louisiana or you can stay home and make these yourself. I think I'd rather go to Louisiana and take a little vacay, but that's besides the point. Let's get started. I am going to prepare this in my standing mixer, but you may certainly do this by hand. You'll need some warm water, anywhere from 105 to 110 degrees. You'll need some yeast. I used dry active yeast, poured in a teaspoon of sugar, gave it a quick stir, and I let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. While we wait for the yeast to activate, go ahead and mix your wet ingredients. You'll need some evaporated milk, 2 eggs, and some sugar. That's it. Give everything a quick stir. Add the wet ingredients to the yeast mixture. The yeast should be very foamy, like so. You then want to add half of the bread. Oh, give everything a mix. And why am I talking like I'm so innocent? I'm totally not. Go ahead and add. No, I'm just kidding. I'm crazy. Go ahead and add the bread flour, half of the bread flour. We will be working with only bread flour. Go ahead and mix it. And if you would like the complete recipe for this, you can go to my website, cookedbyjulie.com, and it will be there waiting for you. Now that is shortening. I use butter flavored shortening, and you want to go ahead and just add it. And then you want to add in the rest of the bread flour. Now keep in mind that you may use a little more or a little less flour than I did. I used 5 cups total, but the eggs I used might be a lot smaller than the ones you use. So you may need to use more or less. Just make sure your dough is nice and sticky. Flour your work surface, and you want to knead the dough for a couple seconds. I like to play with it. Let me know if you've ever been to New Orleans and tried these. I went to New Orleans when I was a kid, but I never tried these. My parents weren't really foodies. I, on the other hand, started looking up restaurants and bakeries a month before vacation. True story. All right, so we have to place this in a grease bowl, covered. Make sure both sides of the dough are greased. And we are going to let this rise for 2 hours. Sounds like a lot, but we're only going to let it rise once. So once the 2 hours is up, we'll fry them and eat them right away. The dough looks good. Pour it onto a floured work surface. Get your rolling pin out. Flour your rolling pin. And you just want to roll this out. This makes about 16, depending on the size, of course. You don't want to roll it out too thin, or else they won't puff up the way we want them to. Use a knife to cut these. Make sure to remove the excess flour. You may use a pizza cutter or squared or rectangular cookie cutters. These are normally cut into rectangles. I started with a triangle, then a square, and then a rectangle. You can cut these into a heart. It will all taste the same, so no worries. Second we're done cutting these, we are going to fry them. I used vegetable oil. You want your oil at 370 degrees, and you want to cook these for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Those look huge and ugly, but trust me, they just look like that. They came out really pretty. You want to hit these with some powdered sugar. Get yourself some coffee, tea, a latte maybe. Let's see, what can I compare these to? Winning the lottery? Graduating school, buying a new car, whatever your happiest moments in life have been thus far, this will match it. I never won the lottery, but I can imagine it'll be lots of fun. These are little pillows of sugared dough. They're so good. Definitely give these a try. Again, you can make these as small or as big as you'd like. I had one because I made them pretty big, and I kept going for more sugar. Definitely give these a try though. Let me know if you do. And I want to thank you all so much for watching.